Inner peace through Stoicism, the path to a calm mind. Imagine a life where stress no longer dictates your thoughts, your emotions, or your decisions. Today, we'll explore how a Stoic mindset can help you respond calmly to challenges, maintain clarity under pressure, and cultivate lasting inner peace. From observing your thoughts to practicing intentional reflection, each step provides practical tools to reduce stress in everyday life. One crucial step, revealed in Part 4, can completely transform how you handle difficulties, turning anxiety into opportunity. Stay with me until the end, because by applying these timeless Stoic strategies consistently, you'll discover how to navigate life with steadiness, resilience, and a calm mind, even amidst chaos. Part 1. Understanding what truly causes stress is often seen as an external force. Traffic, deadlines, causing arguments. But Stoicism teaches that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. Understanding this distinction is the first step toward a stress-free mindset. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that external events are neutral. Our interpretation gives them power. When we label situations as stressful or unbearable, we amplify their impact. By recognizing that stress originates in our own perceptions, we reclaim control over our emotional state. Begin by observing your reactions throughout the day. Notice moments of tension, frustration, or anxiety. Ask yourself, am I stressed because of the situation or because of my judgment of it? This simple reflection creates awareness and allows you to separate fact from perception. Another practical approach is to mentally rehearse responses. When anticipating a stressful event, consider how you can respond calmly and rationally. Preparing your mind in advance reduces the likelihood of reactive, emotion-driven behavior. Finally, remember that stress is a signal, not an enemy. It indicates areas where your judgments may be misaligned or where you are overestimating control. By understanding what truly causes stress, you can shift your focus from external pressures to the internal mindset that shapes your experience. Through this awareness, lay the foundation for all subsequent Stoic practices. Recognizing the source of stress is the first step in transforming tension into clarity, anxiety into calm, and challenges into opportunities for personal growth. Part 2. Differentiating between controllable and uncontrollable factors. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, the idea that some things are within our power, while others are not. Understanding this distinction is essential for stress-free living. Stress often arises when we try to control the uncontrollable cases, such as other people's actions, the past, or unexpected events. Start by categorizing your daily concerns. Ask yourself, is this within my control? Can I take action to change it? Or is it beyond my influence? If it's within your control, take responsibility and act wisely. If it's not, practicing acceptance reduces unnecessary worry and mental strain. Epictetus advised focusing on our own thoughts, cadence, and behaviors, the only aspects truly under our power. When we fixate on outcomes outside our control, we waste energy and amplify stress. By consciously letting go of these external pressures, we free ourselves to act effectively where it matters most. Here's a practical exercise. When faced with a stressful situation, write down a list of elements you can control and element you cannot. For the uncontrollable aspects, repeat to yourself, I release this. It is not mine to govern. This creates a mental boundary that protects your peace over time. Differentiating controllable from uncontrollable factors becomes a habit. Your responses shift from reactive anxiety to deliberate, calm action. Stress diminishes not because circumstances change, but because your mind learns to navigate life with clarity and wisdom. By mastering this principle, you build a solid foundation for all subsequent Stoic practices. Recognizing what you can influence and letting go of the rest is a practical strategy to maintain inner calm, even in the midst of life's inevitable challenges. Part 3. Practicing mindful observation of thought. Stoicism teaches that our inner dialogue shapes how we experience the world. Mindful observation of thoughts allows us to step back from emotional reactions and evaluate them with clarity. Stress often arises when we unconsciously accept negative or exaggerated thoughts as reality. Begin by creating brief pauses throughout your day. When a stressful or upsetting thought arises, pause and ask, is this thought true? Is it helpful? How much control do I have over this situation? Observing your mind in this way prevents automatic reactions and creates space for rational decision-making. Journaling can complement this practice. Write down recurring stressful thoughts and analyze them objectively. Notice patterns where fear, judgment, or assumptions intensify stress. This reflection helps you separate perception from reality and respond deliberately rather than react impulsively. Breathing exercises also enhance mindful observation. Deep, slow breaths calm the nervous system, making it easier to observe thoughts without becoming entangled in them. Pairing mindfulness with breath strengthens awareness and reduces the intensity of emotional responses. Another practical approach is labeling thoughts. Mentally categorize them as fact, interpretation, or assumption. This habit allows you to recognize distortions and focus on what is truly relevant. Through consistent practice, mindful observation transforms your relationship with your mind. You begin to notice stress triggers early, respond more wisely, and cultivate a sense of calm, even amidst challenges. Over time, this foundational Stoic practice empowers you to maintain emotional stability and navigate life with clarity and resilience. Part 4. Reframing challenges. Reducing emotional impact. One of the most powerful Stoic tools for stress-free living is reframing, changing the way we perceive challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, Stoicism teaches us to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This simple shift can dramatically reduce the emotional impact of stressful situations. Begin by identifying a current challenge. Ask yourself, how can this situation help me develop patience, resilience, or wisdom? What lesson can I take from this experience? By reframing difficulty as a chance to practice virtue, stress is no longer overwhelming, but becomes a constructive part of life. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself that external events are neutral. Only our judgments assign them value. By consciously choosing how to interpret events, you reclaim power over your emotions. What once caused anxiety or frustration can become a tool for personal growth and inner calm. Practical steps include mentally rehearsing responses to stressful situations before they occur. Consider different perspectives and possible outcomes. Ask, how would a calm, rational, and virtuous person respond here? This preparation equips your mind to handle challenges without unnecessary agitation. Another technique is labeling events as opportunities rather than problems. Even small reframing, such as viewing a traffic jam as time for reflection or a moment to practice patience, shifts the mind from frustration to composure. Over time, reframing becomes second nature. Stress diminishes not because life becomes easier, but because your perception transforms. You learn to navigate difficulties with calm, reason, and resilience, strengthening the foundation for a truly stress-free mindset. Part 5. Daily reflection. Maintaining perspective. Daily reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice for stress-free living. By reviewing your day with intention, you gain insight into your thoughts, actions, and responses, allowing you to maintain perspective and reinforce calm. Begin each evening by asking, what went well today? What challenged me, and how did I respond? Did I act according to my values? This practice helps identify patterns that trigger stress and offers opportunities to adjust future behavior. It is not self-criticism, but conscious learning. Journaling complements reflection. Write down observations about moments of tension, how you reacted, and what you could have done differently. This externalizes thoughts and prevents mental clutter, giving your mind clarity and a sense of completion at the day's end. Another approach is gratitude reflection. Even on difficult days, note what went right or what small victories occurred. Recognizing positive aspects balances perspective, reducing the weight of stressors and fostering emotional stability. Daily reflection also strengthens self-awareness. By consistently evaluating actions and intentions, you become more attuned to triggers and reactions, gaining the ability to respond deliberately rather than impulsively. Over time, this practice cultivates resilience, emotional intelligence, and a steady mind. Through evening reflection, you reinforce the lessons learned during the day and prepare for tomorrow. By making this a habitual practice, your mind naturally shifts toward clarity, calm, and rational responses, turning ordinary days into opportunities for growth and inner peace. Part 6. Using self-discipline to prevent reactive behavior. Self-discipline is a key Stoic principle for managing stress and maintaining inner calm. By regulating impulses, controlling reactions, and prioritizing intentional action, you reduce emotional volatility and navigate challenges with clarity. Stress often arises when we react automatically to external events. A sudden criticism, an unexpected delay, or a frustrating situation can trigger an immediate emotional response. Stoicism teaches that we are responsible not for external events, but for how we respond to them. Developing self-discipline gives us the ability to choose calm, rational reactions over impulsive ones. Practical strategies include pausing before responding to stressful situations. Take a deep breath, assess the facts, and consider the long-term impact of your reaction. Ask yourself, is my response aligned with my values and goals, or am I reacting from emotion? This pause empowers deliberate, controlled action. Another technique is establishing daily routines that reinforce discipline, structured work periods, mindful breaks, and consistent reflection. Habits reduce decision fatigue and prevent impulsive responses to stress. Self-discipline also involves managing desires and attachments. By practicing moderation and focusing on what truly matters, you free your mind from unnecessary tension and distraction. Over time, disciplined practice strengthens resilience. You become less swayed by external circumstances and more anchored in rationality and virtue. This not only minimizes stress, but also fosters a profound sense of inner stability, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with poise, clarity, and calm. Part 7. Building habits that reinforce. Calm habits are the foundation of a Stoic mindset for stress-free living. Small, consistent practices shape how we respond to life's challenges and reinforce inner calm over time. By intentionally cultivating habits aligned with Stoic principles, stress becomes easier to manage and emotional resilience strengthens. Start with simple routines. Set aside time each morning for reflection, journaling, or mindful breathing. Incorporate brief pauses during the day to center yourself, especially before reacting to potential stressors. Over time, these practices become automatic, creating a buffer against emotional turbulence. Gratitude and reframing challenges can also be habitual. Make it a daily habit to identify what you are thankful for and to consciously reinterpret difficulties as opportunities for growth. These practices shift perception and reduce the mental impact of stress. Consistency is key. Even short daily habits compound, reinforcing a calm mindset. Using reminders or journaling can help track progress and maintain commitment. As habits solidify, your mind becomes naturally oriented toward thoughtful, measured responses rather than impulsive reactions. Physical routines, exercise, sufficient rest, and mindful movement also support emotional balance. A disciplined body nurtures a disciplined mind, enhancing focus, clarity, and resilience by building habits that reinforce calm. You lay the groundwork for a life where stress no longer dominates your thoughts or emotions. Over time, these routines cultivate lasting inner peace, making Stoic principles a practical, lived experience rather than abstract philosophy. Part 8. Applying Stoic mindset in relationships and work. A Stoic mindset is not only about personal.com, but also about navigating interactions with others and managing professional challenges. By applying Stoic principles in relationships and work, you reduce unnecessary stress and cultivate harmony, both internally and externally in relationships. Practice empathy and patience. Recognize that you cannot control others' thoughts, actions, or emotions. Focus on your own responses, maintaining composure and kindness even when situations are tense. When disagreements arise, pause, reflect, and choose a reasoned, constructive response rather than reacting impulsively. At work, challenges such as tight deadlines, difficult colleagues, or unexpected changes often trigger stress. Applying Stoicism means identifying what is within your control, your effort, attitude, and professionalism, and letting go of what is not, such as others' opinions or outcomes beyond your influence. This shift empowers you to act effectively without being overwhelmed by anxiety. Another practical approach, setting clear intentions each day for how you want to behave with colleagues, friends, and family. Journaling or mentally reviewing these intentions helps reinforce focus and consistency. Over time, responding in alignment with your values strengthens trust, reduces conflict, and enhances personal calm. By consistently applying a Stoic mindset in social and professional contexts, you transform stressors into opportunities for patience, growth, and resilience. Your inner peace is no longer dependent on external circumstances, but rooted in thoughtful action, measured responses, and unwavering principles. Ultimately, relating Stoicism into relationships and work allows you to navigate daily life with confidence, composure, and a deep sense of calm, creating harmony both within and around you. A gentle invitation. Adopting a Stoic mindset in everyday life allows you to face challenges with clarity, calm, and resilience. By distinguishing what you can control, observing your thoughts, reframing difficulties, and building supportive habits, stress becomes manageable and inner peace attainable. If any of these practices resonated with you, share your experiences in the comments. Your insight may inspire others on their journey. Consider subscribing and sharing this video to continue cultivating a stress-free, purposeful mindset. Through consistent practice, you can navigate relationships, work, and daily challenges with steadiness, wisdom, and serenity, creating a life grounded in clarity and calm.